This is Deborah Ann Matthews. This is our regular Thursday night meeting with our special guest, Michelle Pettis. She wrote this book called Leaving Large. She says it's not about obesity, gotta lose weight and weight loss. It's about the story behind the food. So this is her book. So it's called Leaving Large. If you forget how to contact her, just go to leavinglarge.com or Google Leaving Large, it'll pop up. So Michelle, we're going to talk tonight about, are your friends and family keeping you fat or making you fat? I can't wait for that one. Mhm. So right, without any hesitation,
Mhm.
Michelle, take it away.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. Deborah Ann, that is something that, comes up so often. And,
Mhm,
something that, shoot, I struggle with myself for a very long time
mhm.
because friends, family, and food, it is all so closely connected,
It sure
right?
is.
And you know, I cannot tell you the number of times when I was in the initial part of my journey, and I wouldn't be eating certain things, and a friend would say, "You mean you can't have a little bit of it? You can't. You mean you can't have this, right?" And so I had to really just start to you know understand that our friends are just used to dealing with us a certain way. And because our mindset is changing, it doesn't mean that their mindset is changing. So it's not
Yeah.
anything really malicious. It's just that they aren't learning the way that we are learning. But over time, when we stick to our own resolve and we stick to who we are and how we're going to eat, they'll catch up, and
Mhm,
they'll get it over time. Oh, that's right. You don't eat such and such, right? Oh,
mhm,
that's right. You don't like. Oh, it will come to them, but
mhm,
but we have to practice it. We have to practice it because this notion of sharing food is perceived as love,
mhm,
and it is love, and it can be love as
mhm.
long as the food isn't poison.
Yes. Dr. Davis, he's a doctor who comes on WDIA, and many old school people know WDIA as the first black radio station in the South.
Mhm.
He said that you can eat the worst food that there is to eat if it's cooked at home, and who it's cooked at home for you loves you. That's better than eating the same bad food outside. So there
Yeah.
is some correlation that love, the first thing people want to do is cook for you.
Yes. Yes.
So it's
And
cultural.
it's okay, and it's a good thing. But what
Mhm.
we have to stand, and it crosses all cultures, right?
Yes, it
This
does.
food, and it
Mhm.
crosses all cultures. I talk to, I do these workshops, I do talks, and somebody said, well, I'm Italian, in my family, we're all it's always about the lasagna and right. Or I'm Mexican, right? Or
Yes.
they don't say I'm Hispanic, they say I'm Mexican, right?
Mhm.
And it's all about what we
Yes.
having for dinner. So it is. Oh, I'm Jewish, and it's
Yes.
all around. So
And the
it's
Germans,
every.
they do the beer and meats. Like in Chicago and Minnesota and Missouri, that's where it's cold. You got all the beer and the meats. They come from Germany. They brought in those meat factories. So if you're not eating big pieces of meat, your family thinks something wrong with you if you're German.
Right, exactly. So,
Mm.
but all families are connecting food to culture and all that. But once
Yes.
we get really clear that food is just nourishment and nutrition, that
Hmm.
it can be a part of our culture, but
Hmm.
that's not how the health is what our culture is. Living is what our culture is. But back to the sharing of food. The sharing of food is one way that we express love, right? And the way we
Hmm.
feel love. And we can do it. It's just we have to recognize that the food needs to be loving. The
Mm.
food doesn't need to be food that will kill us, that will
Mhm.
impair our health. And I remember seeing something online a while back, and it was like it was a big plate of it was a plate of eggs and some bacon and some biscuits and some grits and just like a big heaping plate. And the caption said, "Oh, look what my friend bought this over for me because she loves me and she knows that I don't always eat and take care of myself." And as I looked at that plate, I said to myself, "What on earth would she feed you if she hated you? Because that
Mm.
plate, that plate right there will kill you. That plate right there
Mm.
will send your health into decline."
So,
So,
Michelle, we got
mhm,
two things we're talking about each week. I don't know if people are getting this. For those of us struggling with our weight, it's two issues. The one is the obesity and the food story behind that, and the second one is what we're eating and if it's really nutritious food,
yes,
because maybe it's what we're eating that causes us to be obese, and the reason we're eating stress and emotional issues add adds to the obesity when we're eating things that's not even real food. That is something you never hear anybody talk about.
yes.
Weight Watchers, Weigh Down, all of it says eat whatever you want, or you can eat a whole lot of it and you won't even gain weight. Is that the way God intended for us to eat? Just eat a whole lot of everything? Or if something won't let you make you gain weight, is that proper, do you think?
Oh, no, no. See that, thank you, Deborah Ann, for breaking that down. Because here's what I used to say, and here's what I say now.
Mm-hmm.
When I first kind of got this consciousness, I thought to myself, my problem is this, is that for 40 years, I was unconsciously eating too much of the wrong stuff for the wrong reasons.
Yes.
Unconsciously, too much wrong stuff, wrong reasons. Those four elements. And for
Consciousness.
all the years that I was on a diet and tried to get on the diet and couldn't stick to it, I just focused on the amount and the what. How much of it can I have? What can I have and how much of it can I have?
Exactly.
And I never focused on the reason or the unconsciousness. So
Yeah.
when you start focusing on the reason and the consciousness, then it
Mhm.
makes the amount and the what easier to deal with. So almost everything out here says is talking about behavior, and that is eat this, not that. Work out
Yeah.
rather than focusing on being conscious and even asking the questions. Because I just saw this or read this a couple of days ago, and it said the quality of your life is determined by the quality of the questions that you ask. The quality of the questions determine the quality of your life. And one of the most important questions that we can ask is this real food? What's in it? We are we are such trusting people when it comes to what we put in our mouths. We just think because it's in a store, they have it in a restaurant, that it's okay to eat. We're trusting without really looking on the back of the bags and stuff. It'll say on the front of the bag, oh, a
Yes.
good source of vitamin, whatever, right? And
Hmm.
then you turn the bag over, and right in the middle of the bag it says high fructose corn syrup. That
Exactly.
is outlawed in some countries. So, but it
Yeah.
says oats on the front of the bag, and we have to teach ourselves just to keep asking questions. Is this really food? I mean,
Exactly. I have to share
go
something with you.
go ahead.
Today I saw Maria Shriver.
Hmm.
She's been an advocate for Alzheimer's for 15 years. And in 15 years, they never researched is Alzheimer's correlated with lifestyle, what we're eating. And now, of course, we know that everything is. And I want to share this with you too. I saw an 80-year-old man who's in a native country. He climbed, 80 years old, he climbed up a tree by putting his feet on there and scooting up a tree at 80,
Hmm.
and
Yeah,
so to get a piece of fruit out the tree.
yeah.
So you got something going, and you got something there, Michelle. You got
Yeah.
this is a
Yeah.
t-shirt. Is this real food? That's a t-shirt.
Is this real food? Is it? Yeah. Because it's not.
Yes.
It's a big okey doke. So once we Deborah Ann identify what is really food, right? Then we start working on, am I really hungry? Am I really hungry, or am I eating just because everybody else is eating? Am I just eating because my friends are eating? Eating because I want to be polite, because somebody offered it to me, because I don't want to hurt their feelings, right? So all of those emotions, we have to get real clear on, what we're feeling,
Okay. I
because
got I
the
got a problem. Thanksgiving. Okay, let's take the typical Thanksgiving meals. Turkey is real food.
mhm, mhm,
Vegetables are real food.
mhm,
Laden with a whole lot of sugar, I know that's probably killing it.
mhm,
I'm trying to think of what else is real food at Thanksgiving.
mhm.
Ham is real
Green,
food if you can
green,
have
green. You can
greens.
green. Mhm,
Okay.
mhm,
Okay.
mhm.
Okay.
And
Um.
so you know what I do when can I tell you a Thanksgiving story? Let me tell you a quick Thanksgiving
Okay.
story. Um, a couple of years back, I was invited to a Thanksgiving dinner, and my girlfriend's brother cooked, and we down, down in Texas, they were throwing down, but
Okay.
he knew that I like jerk chicken wings, so
Mhm.
he made some jerk chicken wings in addition to the traditional Thanksgiving dinner, and
Nice.
yeah, it was very nice, and they were very good too. And so, people were all over. When that happens, everybody's always gathered in the kitchen because that's where the food is. Everybody's just, even if it's not ready, you're just standing there,
Mhm.
waiting and anticipating and talking and having a good time, sitting at the kitchen table, even though you're going to eat at the dining room table, but everybody's crammed in the kitchen. So he made these jerk wings. He put them on the grill. He brought them in. And so before it was time for the Thanksgiving dinner, because it was so many people, it was 2 rounds of it, right? It was
Mhm.
two seating. I ate my jerk chicken wings. I just ate them up, because he made them and they were good, and I wanted them and I ate them. And so then it was time for the regular Thanksgiving meal. I mean, all the regular stuff. And he had all
Mhm.
of it: macaroni and cheese, sweet potatoes, greens. They had ribs. They had the turkey. It was probably some more stuff I don't remember. And
Mhm.
so I was sitting there, and it was another little girl. It was one little girl there, little 5-year old girl there, Courtney. And we were sitting at the table while I was eating my chicken wings, and we were talking, and they were bringing out the food, and she had eaten too. And when they brought up the rest of the food, I realized that I wasn't hungry. And I said, "Well, Courtney, why don't we go in the den?" And so we left, and Courtney and I just went in the den, and we talked. Me and whatever this little 5-year-old, we had a very intense conversation, and just
Okay.
intensive conversation as you can have with a 5-year-old. We were going at it. And there was a point in the conversation, Deborah Ann, when she looked at me and she said, "Maybe we can be best friends."
Oh.
I mean, just telling you the story now, my heart is melting. So you
Yeah.
know what it did. You know what it did on that day.
Okay.
And
Oh.
when that happened, what I realized was this: any other Thanksgiving, I would have missed that experience. I would have
Mhm.
missed that heart melting experience to connect with this little girl who didn't have any other kids there to play with,
Mhm.
right? Because the adults were doing their thing. And I would have
Mhm.
missed it because I would have been sitting at that table for both rounds of food, because I didn't want to
Mhm.
miss the food. And
Mhm.
I would have missed what Thanksgiving was all about,
Mhm.
this making this authentic love connection, right? Being
Yes.
being being thankful for family and friends, being thankful for a little girl, being thankful to be able to have that sweetness of life, because I would have been too focused on, can I have another bowl of mashed potatoes?
Mhm.
Which, right? And so, and here's the thing about it is that I will never, ever have that experience again with Courtney. I'll never have it. That is a once
Mhm.
in a lifetime experience.
Mhm.
But guess what? I have I have eaten sweet potatoes every year of my life for as long
Mhm.
as I've been living. I know what sweet potatoes taste like. I know what
Mhm.
turkey tastes like. I know what
Mhm.
macaroni and cheese tastes like. If I
Mhm.
never eat any of that stuff again, it doesn't
Mhm.
even matter because I know what it tastes like. I
Mhm.
also know that it is not good for my health. So
Mhm.
because I know that, I can go to a Thanksgiving meal and say, yeah, give me a slice of turkey and give me some green beans. I'm good. Give me
Mhm.
a slice of turkey and give me some greens. I'm good.
Mhm.
No, I don't need the cornbread. No, I don't need the stuffing. No, I don't need the gravy. No, if you got a sweet potato over there that's not covered in sugar and it's just a baked sweet potato, I'll take that. Give me that. Give me some salad with some cranberries and some walnuts in it. I'll eat that. I don't
Mhm.
because it will be nourishing and I will get full. I've had
Mhm.
rolls before. I don't need another
Mhm.
dinner roll with butter. I don't need another dinner roll with
Mhm.
butter on it. I don't
Mhm.
need another piece of sweet potato pie. I don't need another piece of pecan pie. I don't need
Ooh.
another piece of pound cake. I have had it all. I have had it all, my share and other people's share too.
Mhm.
And so
It's certainly a work in
the
progress for those of
yes,
us. A work in
yes.
progress.
So you can go. My point is, you can go to any of these holiday meals and find your thing. And if you
Mhm.
can't find your thing, guess what? You can take your food with you.
Oh
You can take
yes.
you
Oh
can
yeah.
take your food.
You know what? I know that you could never encourage me to take cocaine or even drink a beverage, a alcoholic beverage that I didn't know anything about, like a strawberry daiquiri. Yes, but I even tell him you can decrease the alcohol. I know that you couldn't get me to smoke a cigarette. I
Mhm.
know that you couldn't get me to take marijuana. So I imagine as I'm growing, ultimately I'll have that same idea about food, and I look forward to that. I was telling my friend in California today about the class, and she's like, I want to be healthy because I want to give my sister my kidney if I need to. And I said, girl, you can do it with support. We can get our weight together with support. And it is a mental shift that sometimes I've had to take a nap after I thought about I'm changing, not for a diet. Like I'm not having sugar this month or next month because I really read a research article that food addicts like me and cocaine addicts do the same thing. We keep on
Yes.
eating. And right
Yep.
now, I've been begging my niece for 2 years when she go home to our hometown to get me 3 cookies from the gas station store, like the school cookies. She would never buy me any. She bought me some recently. Now I can't eat them because she wouldn't bring. I can't get to her because she's in Nashville for me to eat them. And now I can't eat them because I'm not eating sugar.
Right. Right. And so
Not eating
Deborah Ann,
sugar.
yeah. So let me say this. You can't eat them. You won't eat them.
I
There's a
won't eat them.
that's not yeah, that's not, I'm not that chick anymore. I'm not.
That's right.
So that that when you change your language to from I can't to I won't to I will not stand for this, I will not have this. You are approaching this from a place of power, and you're approaching it from a place of control. And I can't tell you how much I love what you said about not drinking alcohol, about not doing drugs, and not smoking cigarettes, because that same resolve, that's how we kick the food thing. I do it all the time. Because when you're looking at a cigarette, when you're looking at alcohol, when you're thinking about drugs, whenever that's in your sphere, you are strong, right? You are strong and resolute, and there's nothing that's gonna have you take any of that. So the next time you're in some situation where you might feel vulnerable, you might feel weak, go t- take your mind to cigarettes, take your mind to alcohol, take your mind to drugs, take your mind to that, and imagine laying that. over the thing. Imagine putting a cigarette on top of the cookie. Imagine putting alcohol on top of the cookie. Imagine putting cocaine on top of the cookie, or on top of the anything. And let yourself imagine that. And when you attach that to the thing that you're looking to release, the connection helps you stay strong against it.
Okay, so let's talk about those people who are listening to us. They haven't had counseling, and we're not saying you got to go to counseling, but whatever happened to you, abuse, trauma, rape, neglect, the only time I felt love is when we're cooking in the kitchen. My husband cheated, so I got to cook all this food because I got to have something to do the deal. Whatever the thing. If you're being honest with yourself, if you're not being honest, you're gonna have to work up to that.
Right.
Whatever you can take ownership of, when you stop blaming everybody else, and you think of this thing and you eat. The first thing you have to do, because I asked this question, I stated this in class the other day. They don't care about me. I mean, they care about me, but they still allowed this to happen. They still treated me that way. So what we have to do is say, look, reality, it happened. It doesn't mean that you're not worthwhile. It doesn't mean you're not worthy. What we're talking about is you don't have to eat or overeat because of it, because the reason we're supposed to be eating is to fuel our body for nutrition's sake. So
Yes.
if you want to get rid of this, and weight loss surgery isn't the magic cure, Weight Watchers isn't the magic cure, you're doing that. But one tool I would recommend is exercise, and group exercise, because you all are laughing and joking and you camaraderie, you're dancing, do whatever, dancing, whatever, swimming, whatever you're doing, and that gives you something to think about and to engage in, instead of drowning your sorrows in eating.
Yes.
So that's
Yes.
one thing. And the other thing is, you have to think positive. You might not be able to listen to all that rap music that talk about killing, shooting, and sexing people all day long, because that's not wholesome. And any addictive behavior, immoral, illegal, unrealistic, it's not getting you in a frame of mind for success. So you
Right.
have to say, I can do all things through Christ. You have to say, I can do it, just do it. Your mind has to say, we're getting ready to go on a change trip,
Mm-hmm.
and you
Mm-hmm.
can't be sad and mad and all that stuff. You have to be determined and resolved, because
Yes.
all of those emotions it still don't mean eat. And sometimes I will be eating in support group meeting, eating because I want them to know this is what I'm, how stressful I get.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
that's okay, because now I'm telling the truth and I'm working through it. Michelle says the way you deal with all that stuff is to sit in it. And I guess while you're sitting in it, you're just accepting, this is terrible, this doesn't feel good, but it doesn't have to have power over me, because it's already happened. And most of the time, those people who did was rude to you, to hurt your feelings, they hardly remember it.
Yep. Yes. 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 And hardly remember it. Don't remember it.
Hmm.
Right.
And we've been
Right.
eating our way over it for 20 years.
Right. Yes.
Deep
That is.
down in, still doing good at work, still making money, still paying mortgage, still married,
Mm-hmm.
or dating all the wrong men.
Yeah. That part.
Okay. So I just want you to know that it's okay wherever you are. Like, I'm still there too, but I've gotten much better. I have my salads here, and I get so tickled. I had 3 salads for today, 3 meals. I just ate one. I thought I was an overeater. I thought I ate so much. The
Mm-hmm.
truth is, when you really start getting into you, you find that you kind of eat when you get hungry. Now, I still compulsively eat, but all I got is some no sugar pickles. That's all I got.
Mm-hmm.
I got an apple.
Mm-hmm.
And as I
Mm-hmm.
keep going, telling myself, I can do this, then that addiction will, it'll undo, it'll loosen up. Hi,
Yes.
Leon. Hi, Finn. Thank you for being from England, UK, Leon. We appreciate you being here. Hi, Finn. So, thank
Yeah, hi
you.
Ben. Hi Ben. Hi Leon. Yes. And
Yes.
you know what, Deborah Ann, not only are you saying I can do this, say I am doing this.
Yes.
Because you are. You are. I and that I am is present tense. That
Yes.
I am is action. That I am is telling your brain what is currently happening. That
Yes.
and can will keep currently happening.
Oh,
That is powerful. That is so wonderful, and that is real. And so the thing is to speak in present tense. The, to speak in present tense about the thing that you want. Speak it
yes.
as if you already have it. Speak it as if you're
Yes.
already doing it. And not just speak it, you have to feel it. We have to go to the emotion of what it feels like. And I think you might have even heard me talk about this before when um when I was walking around the track every morning, right? I didn't walk every morning around the track, but when I would walk around the track, I would make each lap represent the next size down that I wanted to be. So
Oh my.
all the time I was walking around the track, I wasn't even thinking about the fact that I was walking. I was thinking about, okay, when I'm a size 22, I'm gonna wear this. When I'm a size 22, I'm gonna do this. When I'm a size 22, then I finish that lap. The next lap will be this lap is for when I'm a size 20. When I'm a size
Oh
20,
my.
I'm gonna go here. So I was never. It was never about walking. It was about daydreaming about the outcome that I wanted. So I could, and that, I'm telling you right now, I'm telling you, Deborah
That's
Ann, I'm
right.
telling anybody that hears me right now, this is the secret. This right here is how you can have fun and enjoy this journey by thinking about and believing what the down the line on the journey. See, what happens is people get stuck with, I can't eat this, I can't eat this, I got to work out, I got to do this, I got to do that. Like it's a bad thing. See, no one is focused on the fact that once I lose this weight, right? Once I lose this weight, I will have my life back. Once I lose this weight, I will have my joy back. Once I lose this weight, I'll be able to ride a bicycle. Once I lose this weight,
Okay.
I'll be able to get on a roller coaster. Once I get in this weight, food will not control me. Once I lose this weight, I'll walk into the room like a fierce somebody that everybody's looking at. Once I lose, and so people don't see, they don't focus on the benefit. If you understand and stay focused on, and you're like, of course I want to lose this weight. Of course I'm going to do it because I want that stuff. I want all this whole list of things. That's why I'm doing this. And if you're able to create a list, if you're listening to me right, this is the secret. Make the list. Make the list of 100 things that you want to see, 100 places you want to go, 100 people you want to show off to, 100 people that you want to that 100 things you want to wear. And when you look at that list, every time you look at it, you can get happy because that's why you're doing it. You're doing it for that list. If you got kids, you want to be alive for your kids. If you have grandkids, you want to see your grandkids graduate. You got great grandkids, you want to see them. I mean, you want to go on a trip, you want to wear a bikini, you want to do all that stuff that when you think about makes you happy and joyful. Maybe what you want to do, maybe what you want to do is you just want to leave your house because you haven't left your house for 5 years.
Yes. Some
Maybe you
people
just want
told
to
me
go
that.
outside. Maybe you just want to go outside and take a walk and you want to do that. Maybe you just want to go to church. Maybe
Yes.
because maybe you just want to do that, right? So
Yes.
that stuff, and when you sit in it, when I talk about sitting in the discomfort of stuff, I do mean that, but I also mean sit in the joy of what you want. Let
Thank
that
Workaholic 2099. She's saying something to you, Michelle, Workaholic
Oh,
2099.
thank you. Workaholic 29. Everything you're saying is true. Yes, yes, absolutely. If we figure out how to have fun on this journey, we'll stay on the journey. And the way that you have fun on the journey is in your daydream. It is in what you fantasize about. It is in your goal. It is what you write about. And that's what we do on Saturdays in that writing workshop. We write about the life that we want to create, the life that we want to live, what that looks like, what that feels like. And so when you close your eyes and you're thinking about jumping up and down on a trampoline, and you're thinking
Yes.
about jumping up and down on a trampoline in a short dress or a long dress or a bikini or whatever, and right, and people are like, look at her, she's
Yeah.
jumping on the trampoline, right? Look at her, she's
Okay.
having so much fun jumping on the trampoline. That kind of joy, then it makes it easy for you to resist the corn pudding or the biscuit,
Yes.
because the choice isn't the food. The choice is the life you want to live. The choice is how you want to feel. It's that is always the choice. And when we stay focused on that choice, we stay focused on that joy, we can easily say, oh no, thank you, to our friends. We can
Yes.
tell,
Yep.
sweetie, I know you love me, but no, no, thank you, because I'm choosing something else today. Today, I'm
Yes.
choosing something else.
Yes. Your bikini pictures on the post today. I finally got it to stick.
My bikini?
No, it's a one piece, but your bathing suit picture.
Oh, my bathing suit. Okay. I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm like,
It's
I'm gonna
very
see.
nice.
Oh,
Yes. It's very encouraging. And so for someone who lost 700 pounds off and on all your life, that picture speaks volumes.
yeah, yeah,
It
yeah.
speaks volumes. It says
And
peace and joy and happiness.
peace and confidence, Deborah
Yes.
Ann, and pride, all of
Yes.
that, all of that. When we stay focused on that, it is easier to realize that food is just fuel.
Okay.
That it is just fuel.
Okay, Michelle. So we hear you talking.
Hmm.
Everybody who's on here, there are 18 people on here, they want some help.
Hmm.
They want encouragement. They want support to help them get there. How do they get that?
Yes, yes. Thank you for asking. Thank you for asking me that and bringing me back in. Deborah Ann, I want to meet anybody. I want to meet you where you are. We do that Monday Facebook group call, that free emotional overeating support group call on Monday at 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time in the I Am
Mhm.
Brand New Now Facebook group. We come together, right? We talk about our challenges, we talk about our solutions, we support one another, we come and we tell the truth,
Mhm.
whatever it is. We share information, we support one another because and here's what I love about that group is that you can come on that group and you can talk for as long as you want to, right? About whatever's going on. You can come to that group, and if you don't feel like talking because it's just not in you that day, if you don't want to come on camera, you don't want to talk, you just need to hear what everybody else is saying and get poured into, you can
Mhm.
do that. You
Mhm.
can do that. If you want to come in and you want to share, and so, but 'cause sometimes what happens is people don't want to talk about when they mess up, when they make a misstep, and that's because they don't understand making a misstep is part of the journey. Expect to relapse.
Mhm.
Expect to mess up. That means you're learning. Right? That means
Yes.
you had to make that mistake to learn something that you didn't know. Now you know it. Now you can move forward. Right? There's a chapter in my book. I don't know if you got a part of my book. I don't know if you got into where I talk about the lost bread pudding weekend. Right?
Yes.
It's,
Yes.
and here's the thing. I had to have that lost bread pudding weekend in order for me to be here right now and say I haven't had it since, nor
Mhm.
have I wanted it, nor have I wanted it.
Mhm.
That's the trick, is to learn not to have desire for these foods, the stuff that they call food, that will not
Mhm.
serve our health. And that's what I do in the 52-week program. I have a 52-week program that is transformation of your mind, body, and life, because it is all connected. We start before you ever gain a single pound on your body, you gain it in your mind first. I'm going to
Mm-hmm.
repeat that. Before you ever gain a single pound on your body, you gain it in your mind first. And we have to lose it the same way. You have to lose it through the same portal. And once you start losing it, right? Once you start losing it in your mind, lose your mind, then it'll start to fall off your body. Then it's not a fight. And so
Okay.
in that 52-week program, we every week we go through a different emotion. We go through a different emotion, so you'll know what that emotion feels like. Because we've been eating for so long, we've been numb for so long,
Yes.
we don't even know what stuff feels like. We don't know what shows up in our body, right?
That's good. Porch Lady got a comment that she said, once I lose this weight, I will have total control of me, myself, and I. Doing sugar free is an introduction to me.
Woo! Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Now we're
Yes.
gonna wrap it up. It's been such an engaging half hour. Um, so I
Oh, can
want
you,
us
did
to.
you see, he said, Workaholic 29 has said, can you come to Montreal, Quebec, Canada?
Yes.
We might have to take a road trip.
Okay. Invite us there. Okay, so let's get on board Monday. We can go to Facebook to I Am Brand New or
I am brand
Michelle
new now.
Pettis or Deborah Ann Matthews. Either one, I'll direct you. You can look in the community page and it'll have the ads and you can click on there. Just look, just keep scrolling until you see Michelle's picture or something in the caption about group, because it's a lot of them in there. It's probably 10 or 15 in there to know what, or you can ask. And then when I see the comment, because I read every last one of them, I can click in there and give you the information. And then it's in the discussion area as well. So that's our first order of defense is coming on Mondays. It's free. Then at the beginning of next month, and we'll talk about this next week, we have monthly group supports where we're writing. And then we have the 52-week. Michelle does all of this. I'm a participant. So Michelle, thank you. I think the next family gathering is Labor Day or 8th of August here in Tennessee. 8th of August, because that's our June 19th, Juneteenth.
Hmm.
It's 8th of August. So then the
Hmm.
next gathering is Labor Day. So we're gonna see how well people are gonna do in those two sections. The last thing I went when I went to Juneteenth, they were giving out free cotton candy, just spinning that sugar. I walked way away from it. And so, thank you. This was really good. Thank you. I hope everybody got a little bit of encouragement to know we are doing it. We
Yes,
are
we
doing it.
are doing this.
Yes,
Yes,
we are doing this.
we are doing
Okay.
this. That's a
Thank
t-shirt.
you. Yes, that's it. Oh, I love that. I'm going to write that down too. We are doing this. Thank you, Michelle. And so we'll
Thank
see
you.
you on Monday. And we hope to see many others on Monday. A few in here do show up on Mondays.
Yes,
So thank
yes,
you.
please come.
Thank you. Okay. Peace. I'll see you later. Thank you.
Bye-bye.